The Blue Iris. Written by Rachel Stone. Narrated by Malcolm Griot. Common spider orchid. Dendrobium tetragonum. Intuition. Secrets. Tessa. Tessa held her breath as Will turned the corner and steered the Porsche south, towards that luncheon she didn't want to attend, on the street she'd avoided for 15 years. Her mouth fell open as her gaze stumbled over the boutiques glittering in the late April sun, the cafes with wrought iron patios. Gone were the fish and chips place with the picnic tables, the ice cream store that never changed flavors. Even the old apartment was a 2-story organic planet. When she was little, a crisp spring Saturday like this would have seen her skipping beside her mother along this very stretch, stopping for bagels where that liquor store now stood, the round owner winking as he slipped Tessa a strawberry tart in a box tied with string. They might even have ducked into Toy Town, now a steel and stucco Toronto Dominion bank, if only to look. All this time, Tessa feared returning would be too painful. The Morrow Avenue of memory was a quaint 2-kilometer strand between downtown and the suburbs, and home to her earliest, sweetest moments. A place where all was still good and right in the world. In her absence, every inch had been replaced, every treasure buried with her mother, bulldozed to dust, paved over. She should have come back years ago. "Are you sure you're okay with this?" Will asked. Tessa looked at her hands, her fingernails etching red moons into her palms. Sighing, she nodded. She was 26 years old. She couldn't keep skirting the street forever. Besides, Hunter was Will's best friend. Missing his engagement luncheon was out of the question. She'd been dreading this party for days, even before she knew it was being held at the swanky Brunello's up ahead. Airy chit-chat waited like an interview score sheet. Will's friends practically reciting their corporate bios straight off their firm's websites. A growing brood of sleek pumps and pearls moaning about work-wedding balance. Every expression drawing empty as it drifted towards her.
How about you, Tessa? What's next?
Tessa pulled her dress over her knees. It wasn't like she had no options. Her gleaming transcripts, hard-won internships, and, as of a week ago, 3 summa cum laude degrees qualified her for plenty of big-time careers, even if she still had no clue what these looked like, or which among them she wanted. Even if she still wasn't entirely sure she wanted any of them at all. What Tessa wanted, more than ever now that she'd finished graduate school, was her mother Beth's charmed poise in gliding through any crowd or conversation. Her endearing non-answers for every prying question. When Will turned that corner, a foolish part of Tessa hoped Beth's magic would be here, waiting unclaimed. That in coming back, the way forward might grow clearer. Beautiful, brilliant-eyed Beth, killed by a drunk driver on a spotless Tuesday afternoon. Tessa, 11 and alone, waiting outside Roseboro Elementary. Will's hands closed over hers, warm and sure, her ring finger beneath it pointedly bare. Tessa couldn't help smiling as she looked at him. Their own news, still a private champagne bubble in his eyes. The heat of it fluttering up. Tessa remained uncertain about many things, but Will Westlake had never been one of them. I hope you enjoyed this audition. My name is Malcolm Griot.